inspired by the history, pride, and strength of African Americans. So today, as Mayor of the City of Commerce, I, Quay Throckmorton, hereby proclaim the month of February 2010 as Black History Month in the City of Commerce, Texas. And I would call upon all our public officials, educators, and people of commerce in the local community to observe this month and to celebrate the rich diversity of history in our city.
Yeah.
Harry is a writer. He keeps records of, you ask him anything about the Norris community, he can tell you all about it whenever we get to the place where every year they talk about the Norris community and talk about the Mount Moriah Church. And Harry is know more about it than anybody, I guess anybody in town. He just gets that, he knows it. He knows the history of the Norris community.
The community was made up of businesses, if you want to call them businesses. It was grandfathered in. There was no, you didn't hear of nothing being zoned in the Norris community. That's what part of our struggle. We try to ask about getting things zoned. Well, the only time that you could really tell that nothing was not zoned in the community was when liquor came in to commerce. And I questioned that about why did all these so-called businesses disappear at that time. And they came up with the idea that it was not zoned. Well, see, people didn't realize at the time. They just more or less kind of looked over people. They didn't know any better. They didn't ask questions, and the city hall didn't try to help them out.
What about the Norris School? Did you attend Norris School?
Yes.
And just a grade 2. So, tell about your experiences in that a little bit.
Was it like a K through 12 school or what, high school or?
It was
before integration.
Before integration, it was K through 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Evanston High School. I graduated from '64.
Who was the principal when you were there?
Mr. Williams,
A.C. Williams.
Yeah, he's the same. Yeah.
Tell us about the scoreboard.
Our scoreboard in our school only had 2 digits. And so if you like come in during third quarter, you know, or late to the game, you came in, you saw the clock, you may have home maybe 18, and visitors maybe 60 or 50, something like that, and you would assume that they're really beating us bad, you know. But actually we'd already ran 100 points over because the clock only read 2 digits instead of 3. And the last maybe 10, 12 games our schedule were canceled out because they just saw no need in playing us. So we abandoned our school bus and we got in Mr. Williams, some out with station wagons, and we would play schools in Dallas, Lincoln, and Oklahoma, and Hugo, Arkadelphia, and Arkansas, and some in Louisiana and Shreveport area. But all the teams around here just kind of gave it up.
Who came to the games?
Everybody. Everybody within the 50-mile radius. Black, white, whatever. And the place was full. I saw no picture in there. It kind of shows, you know. But it was good days.
You know, our teachers you have, you see hard work like this, you would think, really, that's my outstanding art teachers, you know. But this is talent. This boy is this is talent. It's great work. And you look around many times. I want you to go ahead and ask that person that after you had your hand up there a while ago. You want to say something there. I want you to ask the person because you've been around here long enough to see all these kind of things. And the people of commerce, they see work and they know about people like Green. Well, how did Green come up with something like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Can the panel discuss what race relations were like then, as far as you didn't have amenities in the Norris community and you had to go into the City of Commerce, I guess, to get some of your needs met. So how were race relations at that time?
The people that worked for the people, for different people's houses. In other words, a lot of people worked and made a salary within a salary because they were working in white people's houses doing their maid work and all like that. But now, as far as jobs, shot him a question back to kind of anger him and asked him, "What do you think of racial marriage? You know, marrying across the line?" And all that did, that set him up. And his assistant came in, a guy who was working under him, he said, "You know, some of your best horses is crossbreeds." That really set him up. He let him know, right, but we're not talking about horses, we're talking about people. But anyway, I told him, I said, "Well, look, we finally got it simmered down there, right?" I said, so he asked me, so why won't we go and have lunch sometime? I said, well, it's fine if you're going to pay for it, I can afford it. So we kind of simmered down. He told one of his secretary, one of the bank workers back there, said, write him out a check for 15 tickets. So we're going to let 15 people go to their banquet. You know, of course, I just want to have maybe 2 or 3 donations for people. But see, he got upset and he wanted to make sure that he wasn't a racist. Didn't want to be a racist in my eyesight, so he just, that fixed things, right?
Anybody bringing anything. Let's enjoy our refreshments.